That from a pencil, that how big my circle. I would rather be Jaja than to be a disciple. But you can't trust Judas. How the fuck you want to trust people? Give them 1 inch and they want to squeeze you until you stand purple. Be standing firm, formidable. Mapping up my journey. Life is an upward spiral, not a cycle. This little light of mine will shine like a beacon from the church steeple. This that's indefensible. Cause you don't share food, no mean we don't eat more dollars. Take a meet the mission, so the mission complete. Out of the lab, with the push pure heat. For them vex when they think I hit the street. Bad mind and jealousy. For them recipe. They don't want to see we rise, but we exuding too much positive energy. Me and the anniverse, entertaining synergy. Blazing trails. With our own philosophy. These fools lack moral, so then they try psychology. Then they try obia. Whole heap of fuckery. Then that the same one they bout the holla. Then the Jaja picnic. Action speak louder than words. Straight blasphemy. Thick skin. Yo. So nothing you could do me. You want hate me guts more when you see me and my fans. They live lovely. To me so-called friends, foes, even some family. In the shadows we're murky, existing ungodly. That from a pencil, what? That whole big mind. Yo, Jaja, than to be a disciple. Oh, but you can't trust Judas. You want trust people. Get them 1 inch and they want squeeze you until you're done purple. They no really want to see. 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 They no really want to see things get ugly. Me and more dollars will reside over your eulogy. Manners and respect, up, no reason for hate. That's fucked up. If you know they look down for help your brother up, you're mentally corrupt, and that's fucked up. We getting fat but not for no hug. They don't want to see we happy because they sad. They do everything try stop we bug. Even a self-respect them have up for grabs. Can't control this narrative. You is a mental midget. Napalm your whole team and get it over with. Listen to the words emanating from my lips, adding fire to the flame when it comes time to spit. And the vibes for me, a what for you, and the loyalty for me, but the what for you, and the trust for me, what for you, and the light look like that is dark for you. The dot from a pencil, that how big my circle. I would rather be Jaja than to be a disciple. But you can't trust Judas. How the fuck you want trust people? Give them 1 inch and they want squeeze you until you stand purple. The dot from a pencil, that how big my circle. I would rather be Jaja than to be a disciple. But you can't trust Judas. How the fuck you want trust people? Give them 1 inch and they want squeeze you until you stand purple. Thinker. That from a pencil. As we flow. The dot from a pencil, that how big my circle. I would rather be Jaja than to be a disciple. But you can't trust Judas. How the fuck you want trust people? Give them 1 inch and they want squeeze you until you stand purple. Be standing firm, formidable. Mapping out my journey. Life is an upward spiral, not a cycle. This little light of mine will shine like a beacon from the church steeple. Dispensing truth that's indefensible. Cause you don't share food, no mean we don't eat. Take meet the mission, so the mission complete. Out of the lab with the push pure heat. For them vex when they think I hit the street. Bad mind and jealousy. For them recipe. They don't want to see we rise, but we exuding too much positive energy. Me and the universe, entertaining synergy. Blazing trails with we own philosophy. These fools lack moral, so then they try psychology. Then they try obia, whole heap of fuckery. Then that the same one they bout the holla. Then the Jaja picnic. Action speak louder than words. Straight blasphemy. Thick skin. Yo. So nothing you could do me. You want hate me guts more when you see me and my fans. They live lovely. To me so-called friends, foes, even some family. In the shadows we're murky, existing ungodly. That from a pencil. What? That whole big mind. Yo. Jaja, than to be a disciple. Oh, but you can't trust Judas. You want trust people. Give them 1 inch and they want squeeze you until you turn purple. They no really want see. They no really want see. But they no really want to see. They no really want to see. They no really want to see things get ugly. Me and more dollars will reside over your eulogy. Manners and respect, up, no reason for hate, that's fucked up. If you know they look down for help your brother up, you're mentally corrupt, and that's fucked up. We getting fat but not for no hug. They don't want to see we happy because they sad. They do everything try stop we bug. Even a self-respect them have up for grabs. Can't control this narrative. You is a mental midget. Napalm your whole team and get it over with. Listen to the words emanating from my lips, adding fire to the flame when it comes time to spit. And the vibes for me are what for you, and the loyalty for me, but the what for you, and the trust for me, what for you, and the light look like that is dark for you. The dark from a pencil, the whole big myself. Rather be judge.
Give me a second.
Disciple.
I'm with my man right here, right?
I trust Judas. How the fuck you want trust people? Give them 1 inch and they want squeeze you until you stand purple. The dot from a pencil, that the whole big my circle. I would rather be judge than to be a disciple. But you can't trust Judas. How the fuck you want trust people? Give them 1 inch and they want squeeze you until you stand purple. Thinker. That from a pencil. As we flow. The dot from a pencil, that the whole big my circle. I would rather be judge than to be a disciple. But you can't trust Judas. How the fuck you want trust people? Give them 1 inch and they want squeeze you until you stand purple. You're standing firm, formidable. Mapping out my journey, life is an upward spiral, not a cycle. This little light of mine will shine like a beacon from the church steeple. Dispensing truth that's indefensible. Cause you don't share food, no mean we don't eat more dollars. Second meet the mission, so the mission complete. Out of the lab, with the push pure heat. For them vex when they think I hit the street. Bad mind and jealousy, for them recipe. They don't want to see we rise, but we exuding too much positive energy. Me and the universe, entertaining synergy. Blazing trails with we own philosophy. These fools lack morals, so then they try psychology. Then they try obia, whole heap of fuckery. Then that the same one they bout the holla. Then the jaja picnic. Action speak louder than words. Straight blasphemy. Thick skin. Yo. So nothing you could do me. You want hate me guts more when you Yeah. Oh, I know.
Little technical difficulty.
Yo. You hear me now?
Right there.
All right, cool. Say something.
All right, testing 1, 2. Please disregard the little technical difficulties that we're experiencing at this point.
Do your thing, man.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
The devil's always at work.
Yeah. You know, I think this computer's coming through that. That's coming through the board. But we good. I still can see you. So guess what? We're gonna jump the thing again. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna run a certain track with my man, and we're gonna come back and set it up again. I'm gonna run one of my joint. This one of my joint right here.
Let's get it, New York. Free smoke 5.0. The host,
I gotta do everything to this.
Black Pearl is it building? You know
Black Pearl though, Billy.
Yeah, you know how we do it.
You know how we do it. Mad respect to Inside checking in, let me know. We was having technical difficulties.
Yeah, that was
I hope we back on to what we back on to right now.
Every time the devil throw a little rock, the next hospital too. You know what I'm saying? That put us right back on track.
Always screwed up my music. You know I gotta get my music on now, bro.
You ain't heard of that?
Yeah, inside. What? I'm trying to. Just give me a minute. I'm turning everything down right now. Thanks, man. Stay right there for a minute. Let me see. How about now? What is that?
Greetings.
Tell everybody to talk, see why?
Greetings.
Peace and love from the lab.
Tell everybody to talk. Say something.
Yeah, man.
You good? Say something.
Yeah, I'm good. My mic sounds nice. Check 1.
First, say something.
My mic sounds nice. Check 1. Can you hear me?
You hear him? All right, cool. So we good. All right? Thanks, man. That's my man. Inside gonna be in the building like pretty soon.
All right, yeah.
He hit a little bit, but that's my man.
Here live and direct.
Yeah. You go jump in a minute. What about that, dude? That's my man. You gonna be here. Definitely gonna be here. Let me see something right here, bro. What's happening with this? Yo, happy Easter, everybody. Hello.
Easter Bunny trying to come
What?
to the hood, but a lot to come with some bodyguards this year. Things a little rough out there in the hood, you know. It's a shame when the Easter Bunny drop off some eggs for the kids, man.
Shout out to the Black Pearl in the building.
Black Pearl.
Andre, that's Andre. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Smoothie Guns coming up in a hot minute.
Yeah, Smoothie Guns is on his way. Yeah, he made a phone call. He dropped it and checked it. He said he's on his way.
All right. I think.
Yeah, digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail to that body laying under the sheets. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets. You got nerves talking reckless, talking shit on my phone. I don't wanna be a witness, nigga, hold your own. Nigga, let me make this clear, the feds got ears, and once you get on their radar, you will disappear. One day you're sitting at home and there's a knock at your door, and once you answer, it's the feds back to settle the score. Do some handcuffs and your pics as they belt out your name, saying you're under arrest and you're out of the game. There's a spotty outside with your house surrounded. Now you got that stupid look on your boat, confounded. More like shame on you for everything that you did. Now they gonna separate you from your wife and your kid. Stash you 12 states away and make it hard on your fam. You're no different, the government is less than a damn about the gang that you ran with, all the money you made, because the tables have turned and the man throwing shade. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets. Cameras in my city everywhere I look. Niggas be on point if you're out the crook. Cameras in my city everywhere I look. Nigga be on point if you're out the crook. Yeah, digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets. So many cameras in the city everywhere you look. A bold thief, no believer, whatever you took. You think you're sick, but you got caught, shit was captured on file. Now you're sitting on an island waiting to go to trial. Not guilty is your plea, the DA pulling your sheet. And as they roll and tape back, now you're feeling the heat. It's a no-win situation with nowhere to turn. They call them digital footprints. Tell me when will you learn that petty crime never paid when you're out with that bag. And you missed that with the wire or record as you brag about all your fucking crimes and the people you shot. But all you got to show for this is the time you got. I know you're thinking, how the hell did they figure this out? You got served on a platter cause you opened your mouth. A closed mouth to the fed is a burning bed. That's why you sang and you became a snitch instead. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets.
This has been another Moved On production, baby. Association with Grown Men Production.
Wait. I ain't no goddamn snitch, nigga. I ain't no damn snitch. Look, the camera there, the came over there, the came over there. That's how they caught your ass, nigga.
Emotionally, you know, and that's what happened to the late for this high. God bless her, man. I always thought she was so fine. The way, you know, she was so fine, beautiful lips, beautiful complexion. She was a jazz artist, and she was a jazz artist. Now, when they moved her on and put her on phone for me, brought Whitney Houston. I thought Whitney Houston like that piece when she was up and talking. And she said that, but it's hard to get one comply with something. It's like makes a little dark. When you don't want to comply, it makes your life miserable.
Yeah. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail to that body laying under the sheets. Digital footprints on concrete sand. The man track you down even though you ran. Your DNA is all over the streets. You left a trail, took that body laying under the sheets. You got nerve talking reckless, talking shit on my phone. I don't wanna be a witness, nigga, hold your own. Nigga, let me make this clear. The feds got ears, and once you get on their radar, you will disappear. One day you're sitting at home and there's a knock at your door, and once you answer, it's the feds back to settle the score. Use some handcuffs and your pics as they belt out your name, saying you're under arrest and you're out of the game. There's a SWAT team outside with your house surrounded. Now you got that stupid look on your mouth, confounded. More like shame on you for everything that you did. Now they gonna separate you from your wife and your kids. That's you 12.
You know what? God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. God don't like ugly, man. You know, and even in death, she's still alive. Her spirit lives. That's just why I had to bring those little bit of kibbles and bits to y'all, just in case for all you Phyllis Hyman fans, man. I was a big fan of Phyllis Hyman too, though, man. But a major label could destroy you, man. You know, if you don't comply with what they want you to do and how they want you to sound, they're gonna shelve you. And they're going to bring in the nigga. They call it sounding in for the truth. You know, it gets you out the way, shelve you. You can't sign with nobody else. Anything that you do outside and try to make money, they're going to get a bigger cut of it. Because you're under what? Contract. And she didn't realize that. But she ain't the only artist that the major label destroyed. I could sit here and name you 5 or 6, but we ain't going to do that. I'm just trying to tell you my point is this. He's probably telling me, so what are you saying? What I'm saying is a major label is not for everybody. Some people better off independent, trust me. You understand? So don't get all wide out when somebody put a contract in a pen in front of you. You know, you gotta know what you're signing, brother. You gotta get you a very good lawyer. You know, let him read all the fine print. Because next thing you know, you be signing your life with a 7-album deal. A 7-album deal. You signing your life away, man. You know, you might see a little bit of money off the first one, but after that, operation, keep you in recoupment. That's what they gonna do. They smart. You know, you just a commodity to them. They don't care nothing about how you feel. They don't care nothing about your health. All you are is you part of the assembly line. You crank out the tunes that they want you to crank out. And when you stop giving them what they want, they will get rid of you like they did Phyllis Hyman. You understand? They did the same thing to Whitney Houston. What happened when she got that $100 million deal and she didn't produce not even half of a new album? They had to get that money back somehow. That's $100 million, brother. They say she allegedly squandered the money. I don't know what she did with the money, but I know she on Bobby, let's just say her husband Bobby Brown did a little bit of traveling. We just gonna say that. I'm not gonna sit here and say what she did with the $100 million because that's not my business. She ain't spend none of it on me. But my point is this: the fact of the matter is, when they give you that kind of money, they want something in return. Nobody gives you $100 million for nothing. You understand? Especially when you're dealing with the man. All right, you already know he wants something in return. You know, that's where Puff Daddy got those tactics from, those hard body tactics from Clive Davis. Hanging around Clive Davis, he picked up a lot of Clive Davis ways, you know, attributes, and he took them and he fleshed them on his own people. You know, he's another one. You know, I'm gonna tell you something, and I ain't trying to diss no label CEO. But for my understanding, and I've been following independent music as well as major music for a long time, Master P is the only one. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again until y'all turn blue in the face and get tired of me hearing it. Master P, CEO of No Limit Records, is the only CEO that made his artists all millionaires. All right? Now, I want somebody to call in and quote me if I'm wrong. Who and what other CEO you know of, black, all right, black, that had a major label with distribution and had a roster of artists and made them millionaires. I bet you can't name me 2 or 3 more. Master P the only one that did it. That's why I said nobody did it like No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody did it like No Limit. No Bad Boy, no Rockefeller. All of them, yeah, they did little mediocre deals with these artists, you know, but they ain't make none of them millionaires. All Master P artists was millionaires. And No Limit roster was way, way longer and bigger than Bad Boy and Death Row put together. Death Row ain't make none of their artists millionaires. They allegedly said every time Tupac tried to play and do ticker tape tantrums about his money, they throw him a Rolls Royce. Wasn't in his name. They throw him some cash. You know what I'm saying? They'll throw him some jewelry. None of that stuff was in his name, allegedly. That's what I heard. Mom had to sue after the death of Tupac to get what he was rightfully owed. You see what I'm trying to show you how a lot of these labels are? Now rap a lot. I can't really say that they didn't make all their artists millionaires because, I mean, you see, Scarface did pretty good. Ghetto Boys did pretty good. Yuck Mouth did pretty all right on rap a lot. Yuck Mouth. Let me see who else was on there. Mr. 3-2. All right, you know, I don't know if they were happy. All right. I don't know if they were happy, you know what I'm saying? But the only black-owned label that I can remember, not even A-War Records, didn't even make their artists millionaires. And I'm not putting Freddie T. Smith down. Freddie T. Smith was one hell of a hustler and a CEO. But the fact of the matter is, it goes right back to what I was saying. The only artist and CEO that I know in this black-owned label rap business was Master P. Master P said, and I quote, I made all my artists millionaires. What they did with their money, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You understand? So you start saying, oh, he's country, he made country cool. The man's a businessman, smart. So I'm saying he took 10,000 and he turned it into what, 300 million? You know, he's almost close to $1 billion. Maybe he almost did billion status. You know? I don't know no other artist or no other CEO that had all these labels in the 80s and the 90s that made their artists millionaires. All of the artists millionaires. Marley Marl and Juice Crew, they had cash. I just put it like that. They had cash. You know, Shannon's still getting checks right now. You know, so Shannon was smart. He didn't just want to be a rapper. He learned the business side. He learned all he can learn. A lot of people see him on YouTube, the Shizzle with the Whizzle, and he be talking some real knowledge stuff. A lot of brothers ain't trying to hear it, you know. A lot of people say that he's bitter. I don't know. I know one thing, that he's one of the most prolific on the Cold Chiller, besides Big Daddy Kane, you know, and Rocksteady Shantae. They had a roster, Master Ace, and a couple other ones, but I'm saying the most prolific to me was MC Shan. You understand? But I'm not gonna say Marley Marl robbed his artist. Let's just say he didn't play fair. You know, because I sat there and listened to Shan tell the story why he stopped rocking with Marley Marl. You know, he said Marley Marl wanted to take the bigger cut of the tour money. That means if he getting 100,000 a show, Marley Marl wanted to take 75,000. Nah, it don't work like that, bro. So Shan got smart. MC Shan, when he got his own detail, and went out on the road and did his own thing. You understand? That's why I said there's a lot of corruption in this business, man. You know, especially after the Diddy trials last year and everything. I'm really hoping, you know, that they clean up the business. You know, maybe, you know, we got people watching now, you know, besides the hip-hop police, I'm saying. People that can contribute and put a stop to the corruption of artists being mistreated and exploited. A lot of artists are being exploited. They don't even realize they're being exploited. You understand what I'm saying? They get a little bit of upfront money, and they swear to God they made it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and you ain't never gonna own your masters. You know, you're never gonna own your masters when you on a major label. I guarantee you. You know, but you can buy them at a certain period of time. They drop the price. Ice-T did it. Ice-T said when he first stepped to Warner Brothers, they wanted too much for the master. He waited till they dropped the price and he brought his master. And I told him, Ice-T said this, I will never sign with a major label again. See, when these brothers speak, I pay attention. So I don't have to go through what they went through, you know what I mean? A lot of corruption in the music business, man. A lot of corruption, bro. A lot of people getting cheated out their royalties. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are being exploited sexually and spiritually. You understand? That's why there's some such thing as the cash accounts. You know? They'll come through the city. Who want a record deal? You always gonna have 5 or 6 Uncle Tom and see, ooh, me. Where do I sign? Not knowing the way the deal is set up for you to fail. It's set up for you to fail. They keep you in recruitment. The name of the game is to keep you in recruitment. You know, so for the CEOs, the white CEOs and stuff, their goal is to keep you in debt. All right? But you don't realize that little upfront money they give you, you understand? And then when you turn in the next album, then they start hitting you with the bad news. Oh, you owe for this. You owe for the hotels, the flights. You know what I'm saying? All that food you order. You know what I mean? The music video. You remember that time? I know a lot of y'all gonna laugh at this one. You remember that time when the Locks was down with Bad Boy Records? They shot that $1 million video. And then when it was time for the royalties to come in, I think James Kisser, one of them, stepped to Puffy. Puffy said, what you mean? What royalties? That video cost $1 million. Y'all didn't even clear $1 million with the album sales. See, that's called recoupment. You know, and that's the strategy a lot of these CEOs use to keep you in bondage. You know, financial bondage and spiritual bondage. Because a lot of artists get stressed out behind it. You know, a lot of them get so stressed out. A lot of them want to pick up on it.
Good.
You know, I hate making it, bro. I'm just giving y'all some. Man, what's going on? The bitch from Texas Industry Blue.
Yeah.
All right, look. Over the Cimarron, my man, Black Cimarron.
Jump up in the air, somebody beware with a fling ball lyrics like fear. Me no need no gimmick for the make the lyrics me no need no fire pan no stick, make it bomb like a way. Gonna jump up in the air, somebody beware with a fling ball lyrics like fear. Music that's always done and a toy. Some boy me gonna say all the most realize who was done to see it. Right, so I say go to my mouth is cheese. Some lyrics that I forget with me and you don't be murdered. I've got that when you think why I have to do something you get a
yeah. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna run. You gonna come and fly.
Fire pan no stick, make it fall like a witch. Gonna jump up in the air. Somebody beware with a fling ball lyrics like fear. Gimmick for the make the
I wanna run up on my man Nitro shit, you know. I'm sure.
Violence, prevention.
I'm sure Fur told him about what he dropped, you know. I got something coming out too.
What's the seed for? You know, say negativity. I know what's up. Even though you have dollars, they fall like rain. Still want driving another man lean. Routine, regular routine, everything to the supreme.
That's coming up off the new EP, and then later. The EP, the name of it, so yeah.
Dedication.
A 5 joints that
time, me see the girl really get shaky, shaky. Jah send her from heaven just to be with me, and I promise to love you endlessly. I will love you like a mother love a brand new baby. Ex among of respect unto you daily. Treat you like a man is supposed to treat a lady.
You got to my man, Buddy Bro, he doing it heavy in Belize. That's the only 11th. That's Monday. Nah, not the 11th. Let me see. Oh shit, that's the 6th. 6th of April coming up, Buddy Bro. We're gonna be out there with Doggy, Mr. Harrison, Brittany Starr, hosted by a boy, radio personality. You already know, Steven. And then also Kenny G gonna be on the TLC band. It's lit. Get the info and check with it. My sister gonna be on there. Let me put her thing. Cause like this is what it is. Let me show you.
This is the fucking thing, not Tommy. Anali, 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 Anali,
All road leads.
Anali, 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 Anali. I will keep you warm on the coolest nights. Keep you in my heart when you're out of my sight.
That's a new joint jumping. You gonna be should be up by. I just got back word from CD baby that I gotta say a couple of things and then she'll be back on. So yeah, if you don't click then no bullshit, that's gonna be on that. Breaking news gonna be on that. Racial profiling gonna be on that. That's gonna be a nice EP. But in the meantime, this was happening on June 7th. Marcus Garvey Park, 12 to 7 with my man Andre. He in the building. Let me see. Let me put him back on. Let me put him back on so you know. So there you go. What's up, Dre? So yeah. I know like every year you do this. So what was the inspiration? Oh, before we get to that, remember I know you do drumming inside the chase station too. What's the process of getting the paperwork so you can do that and be able to do that legally? Because I know you got it. So you want to. Maybe I don't think you want to spill the beer and give these guys up, but I'm just asking you.
Well, listen, information is key. You know what I'm saying? So within the mix, in order to play music in the Muni program in New York City transit system, this is a permit that allows you to play throughout the entire subway system. Okay, there are places that are assigned to performers where they can do so. In order to do that, they normally have a process during the year, like around May. Um, so you have to do the work you have to produce is original work. You know, you can feed off.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
You can feed off. You're not infringing on anyone's copyright
setup was in Serbia.
Where?
Serbia.
Serbia, yeah.
You know what I mean? So in 2017, the 420 process for the legalization of marijuana and stuff like that on 14th Street. My group was also featured in the Rolling Stone magazine. So we're about that business. We just finished doing a tribute. All right.
Okay.
And you will see
That's
a
the
feature
link,
of
right?
us. Yeah, that's the link for that particular. That's our last venture that we just completed last Friday.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But
Okay.
the group do a lot of things all over the place. You know. What I mean?
Yeah. Regular routine.
Regular routine. You know. You don't see why within everything. What?
Yeah.
We have a situation where. You can see it's relevant now because we have another invasion of another land. You know, it both start with Iraq and Iran. You know, so it's getting ugly. So we just have to be mindful of where we are. You know what I mean? Within the mix. You know, Black Pearl is in the house, CY is in the house. You know, so when you rise in the morning, you got to be just mindful of these things. You know what I'm saying?
Give me a minimum boy, let me run.
Love exists, but I know you're the buck up in a weak fence. When your own brother want to stop your heartbeat, then have faith in a God, come in a believe men. Smile on your face, heart full of pretense. Please give this question an answer. Not giving to feed them propaganda. Feed the crimes and the gun who the sponsor. Bad mind just a grow like a cancer. Then why your face sink like an anchor? We are the world's so sick need for hire more doctors. That this near me get decapitated. Man brave and we march in any place. out, me yard start cry out, me feel like crash out there. Man a soldier, no scout, you know what me Bobby come in on me dream and say.
Cross, you have enough talent to make people start get in your head. Remember my name, you they represent.
Then a tear drop fall and me cover me say. We no take program and not a paper, me name dog and a host and I'm in a post in the fame dog and a bow glamour. Loyalty extinct and a no honor. People with brains do fight in the power. And everybody roof God make rain shower. People that would never believe what I want in a me little country believes. High poverty rate, no economy. What you think about the crime rate nationally? Can't complain to nobody. Me want them here globally. From me get the call, everything change. Make me adrenaline raise. Big brother, you want me genital grave. Talk to you, come in, know you the ear. You are the one teach me to be brave. In the street when me the past stage. Sometimes you say me hard years. Talk about this is a problem for years.
As sign artist, I class myself as gyno artist. To believe in yourself, to believe in your craft, skills and trade and talent is your evidence. You ever say what apple tree eat apple? You ever see a mango tree eat mango? That's for the passerby. That's for the world. Your faith, your wisdom and knowledge are for you. But your talent you're born with is to share with the people so you know how great God is. So if you have something that God gives to you, you share it with the world. So why all we have something that we keep it to ourselves and stifle ourselves in our minds? Don't worry about the help. You don't need our help if you have strength and courage. You understand? If you wake up this morning, you could do anything. You have people want to win. So if they don't have life, you don't win.
And I have no introduction for this one, yeah. But you know some? I'll start talking, man. Seems like the life where we live not real. Nobody give a about how you feel. Sometimes at your closest family make you wonder, do love exist? But I know you they buck up in a weak fence. When your own brother want to stop your heartbeat, then have faith in a God, come in and believe men. Smile on your face, heart full of pretense. Please give this question an answer. No giving to feed them propaganda. Feed the crimes and the gun who the sponsor. Bad mind just a grow like a cancer.
Right now, chilling like Dylan, no villain on the Ave in my woo-woo. Slipping into darkness with nothing to do. Mindless from choking, from smoking the woo-woo. Stop, I got to get the bottle of woo-woo. This food bumped into me, started with his burr. Talking out the side of his neck, he said, fuck you. Ain't that much fucking is sex, thought you knew. If you don't, better go ask somebody, bro. Next thing I know, he pulls out his 3-2. He's got his woo-woo, I don't leave him without my woo-woo. Special occasion like this, I carry 2. Over the cuckoo's nest, many don't flew, but they got slew, cause I keep my woo-woo.
Tell them about the woo-woo, see why, tell them about the woo-woo. Tell them about the woo-woo, see why, tell them about the woo-woo. Tell them about the woo-woo, see why, tell them about the woo-woo. Tell them about the woo-woo, see why,
drama for the iTunes too. You know that shit be manufacturing the real thick woo woo. First I give props to my whole crew. Bow my head, bless my food like I'm supposed to do. Retire to the living room, check the Giants on the big screen, woo woo. Sipping very slowly on some gin and some woo woo. Watching this damn piece, watching me, pretending like I didn't have a clue. Sexual tension rising, I knew exactly what she wanted to do. It was like hotel, motel, holiday, woo woo.
Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo.
The woo woo could be whatever you wanted to be. See why, that's my name. This rapping shit, it's my game. I've been doing this from way back when. Spreading like pollen, blazing on the old like Jimmy Jazz. Better yet, like Hot 97. Listening to Angie takes me straight to heaven. And it's nice not to have to worry about dogs. For me, making paper is as easy as stealing cookies from scrubs. Half baked, I play for keepsakes. For high stakes, I keeps enough cake, let the vibrant thing shake. You ain't seen my type in eon. I'm prime like Leon, disbanded like Freon. Strong enough for my whole clique to lean on.
Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo. Tell them about the woo, see why, tell them about the woo.
Into darkness with nothing to do. Mindless from choking, from smoking the woo-woo. Stop, I got to get the bottle of woo-woo. This food bumped into me, started with his burr. Talking outside of his neck, he said, fuck you. Ain't that much fucking is sex, thought you knew. If you don't, better go ask somebody, bro. Next thing I know, he pulls out his woo. He's got his woo-woo out.
By the time you realize that I'm dead, I'm already gone.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like a ninja go. Yeah. He said like he's like a ninja go. By the time you realize, when you say rap, I'm out.
Superstar.
Yeah. Not at all. No boy. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But listen, you don't need money to travel the world.
Right.
You don't need money to eat in the finest of places. You don't need money to have good jewelry on, or a good pair of shoes on, or a good hat on your head, or whatever the situation is. All you need is a good name.
That's it.
With a good name, it can carry you anywhere.
Oh yeah, yes. That's so true.
Anywhere in the world.
Yeah, Nick Brackett.
You know, it's challenging everything. Like right now, tonight, out of all the time and places,